Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins Awakening, where we're going to go investigate the basement of Vigil's Keep. Let's go, everybody. Well, that was a quick save. Now, let's go.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
Let's get them. Oh, I'm stunned. No! Stab, stab, stab. Good work, everybody.
Do you see any nugs? Feeling a bit peckish.
Not in the mood. We give these leather boots to Nathaniel. There you go. This is slightly better than what you have. Equipped with the trickster's boots, glove, and cap. Although, let's just see what it looks like. Oh. Yeah, I think for now we'll just keep you with this. Let's see what's down here. Hello? Worn inscriptions deep in the bowels of Vigil's Keep tell of the Avar clan that settled here, with our warriors, unmatched in skill and strength. And here we settled, in the caves carved by the hand of Korth the Mountain Father. Aedan, shaman of the people, turned from the gods who had ever sheltered him. In his grief, he destroyed the gifts of the Mountain Father and brought us low. Oh! Stab, stab, stab.
Never a dull moment! Excellent!
Everyone good? Potent lyrium potion recipe. The Howes of Amaranthine are one of the oldest noble families in Ferelden. Their lineage traces to the time of Calenhad, where Elias Howe was one of the first freeholders to follow Calenhad. During the occupation, Arl Tarleton Howe, Rendon Howe's father, threw his lot in with the Orlesians. After several bitter battles with rebels, the town of Harper's Ford, an outpost governed by Tarleton Howe, fell to the Cusulans of Highever. Tarleton hanged. Rendon brought the Howe family over to the side of Merrick Theron in Logan MacTier's rebellion. Rendon's bravery at the Battle of White River, fighting alongside Bryce Cusulan, earned back his family's honor. When King Merrick took the throne in Free Ferelden, Rendon Howe was decorated for his service. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Aedan, Chantry Scholar. Small plaque reads, Andraste was bathed in fire before the Maker's eyes. Ooh. Superb health poultice. Tingler. Plus 4 constitution, 1.5 health regeneration, 15% healing effects. The whole hand tingles from wearing this ring as if more blood is rushing through the area. The title is Antivan, or maybe Navaran. Salable, but not uniquely noteworthy. I'll take it all. Oh, Nathaniel, do you have any? Okay, what do you got? Dawn and Dusk. Ring of Resistance, Ring of the Warrior. What does this do again? 4 Constitution, 1 perfect health. I'll give you Tingler. Why not? Okay, moving on.
More enemies ahead.
Okay then.
Very well.
Got ghouls.
As you said. We have done well.
Okay then. Correspondence between Delia Howe and a friend in Denerim, providing great insight into Delia's recent life. I'm guessing that's a Nathaniel gift.
Finished.
Slightly better than what I have. I'll take it. Slightly different coloring. And these guys were lootable. I have a lot of runes. Here, Nathaniel.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Book on various orders of warriors, with a particular emphasis on the Grey Wardens, Ash Warriors, Legion of the Dead, and Silent Sisters. Poetry inspired by the Fade. I'm gonna save these because I think we still get a few more companions, and I have no idea what any of these guys like. See what's in the crypt.
I am done. The crypt is old, really old. I bet it was here before the current keep was built.
We got a lot of skeletons.
Very well.
What's that smell?
Stuck. Oh, that's a lot of people. I leveled up.
It is begun. Away with you! That's how it's done.
That it? guys got him? Yeah, you got him. Tarnished ancient key. I'll save that for later. What do I want to upgrade? I need to upgrade dexterity. Keen defense. The duelist has an uncanny knack for simply not being there when the enemy attacks, receiving a bonus to defense. I'll take it. Where was it? Great strife. The darkness drove him to madness, but also gave him power. He turned our warriors against us. Caviel sought out the dwarves, and together they bound Aedan in this place.
Very well.
Ooh, Trickster's cap. Gone. Hey, Nathaniel. Give you a hat at least. See what's down here. I'll hold this. Money. An aged but immaculate bow stamped with a Howe crest. Here, Nathaniel, have a new bow.
Is this what I think it is? It is. That's the How crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches.
Why wasn't it used afterwards?
Well, my father hid it away, I guess. I'm surprised he didn't simply have it destroyed. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
And I'm guessing now you have equipped. Yep. +3 damage, rapid aim, +5 range, critical chance, and +4 attack. Ancestral Heartwood. Guessing we need all the keys to get here.
Oh, thank the Maker. Please let us out.
You're free. Run.
Quick, before more of those things come.
That does not look pleasant. Why would they have spikes on the walls like that? Why? What is the purpose? Nothing good.
No. No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria.
Time for some exercise, I see.
List! Come, let us end this.
Yes, kill!
Sorry, Nathaniel. Ring of Mastery. What uses discipline lacking skill? When equipped with the Ring of Discipline, the character gains a bonus to Constitution. Do I have the Ring of Discipline? I don't think so. I got the Ring of Resistance. I'll take it anyway.
While I do my happy dance.
You were unable to rescue Adria. She had turned into a ghoul long before you arrived. Viridian ore. You found a deposit of Viridian ore that Wade can use to make armor for your soldiers. Keep looking for other metals. Single gold earring. Who would want it? That is the question. Ender's Eve nothing because I have basically nothing up that you can wear. My lord Howe, some of the men are not pleased with your plan. They will incite others against you. For the plan to succeed, our forces must be united. If word gets out, if even one of them informs Kuzland, it will be your head on a plate. I say this with all due respect, sir. Your captain, Lowen. Ah, so not everyone was fond of the attack on the Kuzlands.
You murdered a slew of darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens. But to see it firsthand...
It's what we do.
Well, I'm impressed. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads.
Would this cave-in stop them if they returned?
This? Hardly. Give me a few dwarves and we could have her cleared in a week. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
And Drast's blood, there are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
Let me know as soon as you clear the passage.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know.
Let's get back to the keep.
Of course.
Kind of like this. It's like you have a main base and you're slowly building it up and learning more about it. You know, instead of traveling all over, you're kind of staying in one spot. At least for the moment, anyway. Just feels like these quests are actually accomplishing something, you know? This is our home turf. We gotta defend it. You've killed some Darkspawn in the basement, but rubble blocks further progress. Check back with Maverly's later to see whether she's cleared a path. First, I'm gonna go talk to Wade, because I found some ore.
How's little blighter?
That's one way of putting it.
They talked about you in the army. Fergus Kuzlin said you wouldn't have the stones to show your face again. But you proved him wrong. I respect that.
You do?
Yeah. Throw caution to the wind, run headlong into danger, and sod the consequences. That's the only way to live.
Thanks. I think.
Yep. Don't you give a piss what the others think. Ogren's got your back.
Good to know. Hey, hey, Haran.
You're back. You need anything?
I found an ore deposit.
Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
You'll have your guards. My men need better gear.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Heren, you abuse me so. It's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
I'll try to get it, Wade. Don't worry. Okay, what else do we got? Forlorn Cove. Travel to the Chernobyl estate. Check back with Sarvin Maverly's. Find mineral deposits. Find merchants. Presenting yourself to the nobles. There are too few soldiers to patrol the entire Orling. Lord Edelbrid believes that defending the farmland is crucial. Okay, let's go back in and talk to the nobles.
You know, I'm actually not the first Howe to be a Grey Warden.
A distant relative, I presume?
Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died.
And the Howes were never told?
Told what? The joining is a secret. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to.
There wasn't a blight back then.
There isn't a blight now either. That doesn't mean Grey Wardens aren't still needed. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
Anything else to say?
I don't think we should dally here.
Why not?
May I be of service?
Can I enchant
Of
something?
course.
What else do we got? Might as well put that on. Anders?
Should we get a move on?
I will.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
You need anything, Commander?
See what you got. I'm good.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Skirts, drinking music. You think one of them would give a dwarf a go?
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Edelbrook says we're not defending the farmlands.
Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade.
Amaranthine has its walls, but the farms have our soldiers.
As you wish.
You've assigned soldiers to defend the farms. You can't live without food.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
I've heard a conspiracy against me.
Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense.
Sir Tamara doesn't know. She's bringing some evidence.
She's a sly one, said Tamara, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce.
Tell me about them.
We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
What are the soldiers' odds of success?
Not leading likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies.
Where can I find this Dark Wolf character?
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know.
And what wouldn't you recommend?
You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do.
I'll see if I can find this Dark Wolf.
You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost.
Like a literal ghost? Farrell says someone called the Dark Wolf may be able to learn more about the conspiracy against you. Although the Dark Wolf is notoriously secretive, he's likely found somewhere in Amaranthine. I almost said Antiva.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
I'll leave him for now.
Yes.
Do. I think we might actually go out of Vigil's Keep now. 'Cause I think most of the stuff is outside the city now. For the most part. Question is, where do we want to go? Of course, Anders with all of his buffs. You done?
Commander. Just give me a moment.
Nothing new.
So, you're a How.
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that. Look at that! Was Andraste really that much of a looker? Don't you think she would have been, I don't know, a barbarian?
Are you looking for realism? It's an icon.
Just wondering aloud. After all, Andraste did exist, didn't she? What would she have thought of the Circle of Magi? Forcing mages to fight demons, or be made tranquil?
She was fighting against mages. Well, she'd probably be confused by it.
No doubt you're right. Seems to me that Andraste counseled men to seek their own path to the Maker. But the Chantry uses her words as a reason to collar us just for being who we are.
Well, mages are dangerous. Chantry uses her words as a reason to collar us just for being who we are. I wouldn't say I completely agree, but I can see his point.
That's so sweet of you. I'm all a tingle. Oh well. She's still quite a looker for a prophet. I'm just saying.
Anything over here?
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive.
That's wonderful news.
Could we ask around the shops? Next time we're in Amaranthine?
Sure, we could take a look.
Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
Nathaniel has learned that his sister Delilah survived the Civil War and is now married to a merchant in Amaranthine. With the rest of the Howe family dead, Nathaniel is particularly interested in reuniting with Delilah. In a chance encounter with the Howe's old groundkeeper, Nathaniel learned that his sister Delilah had married a shopkeeper in the city. Nathaniel was eager to find her. Nathaniel is a sensible fellow who values practical gifts over useless trinkets. Where's Anders? It doesn't say. I want to say he's probably the...
What now?
No one here uses shields. Kitty! Hungry little fella? Meow. You're coming with me. An adorable tabby kitten. Now this I believe I know. So just in case. Just look at that face. Kitty!
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. There was a mouser in the tower named Mr. Wiggums. Only company I had when the Templars locked me up. Miss that beast a lot sometimes. But I can't keep a cat. We fight darkspawn for a living.
You can stay at the keep then.
I suppose. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, Kitty? I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes?
Anders has a friend. The Warden Commander gave Anders a kitten as a gift. Anders stowed the kitten, Sir Pounce-a-lot, in the folds of his robe. Anders takes great pride in his appearance and enjoys fine things. Would you like an earring then?
Ooh, for me? Ooh.
Who likes soap on a rope?
It is over.
Oh wait, Anders, you need a hat. You don't have enough strength. What's wrong with you? I think we've been everywhere. That's the basement, that's the dungeon, that's into the throne room, there's Wade. Where do we want to go? Forlorn Cove, Amaranthine, Turnoble Estate. For generations, the Turnobles have been among Amaranthine's most prosperous farming families. Their estate covers countless acres of southern Faravel plains. The treacherous reefs near the desolate Forlorn Cave have surprised many a sea captain. Most sensible folk avoid the area. The city of Amaranthine is the jewel of Ferelden's north and the economic heart of the Arling. In more prosperous times, merchant ships filled the port to bursting. Now the city overflows instead with refugees in despair. Let's go to the estate.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
Darkspawn!
Shall we done? Now we do battle.
Stab, stab, stab.
Very well.
Good work, everybody. We just gotta clear this place out. Just looking to see if there's anything in the fields. Ooh, we got an ogre. That shouldn't be there. There we go. Thanks, Anders.
Best be wary. There is no glory in bloodshed.
Ogren leveled up. I think his strength is good for now. Strength. Anders, what is your... Your strength is 12. Everything else is like... Strength needs 20 or something. And there go the buffs. That is not a pretty sight.
The Darkspawn have sensed us.
They're not coming this way. Now they are. Go get him, Ogren.
Begun.
That was quick.
Come, let us end this.
You killed the Darkspawn on the Turn Noble estate, but were unable to save the family. Is that because I took longer? Strange symbols and dried sap adorn this bow. Storm Chaser. Do I have that? Or was I just thinking about it in a shop? No, I got the helm. I got the boots. I got the mail. I need the gauntlet still. Well, let's continue onward, I guess. Forlorn Cove. Oop. Got corpses.
Shall be done. Damn you! Missed!
This is an interesting area. Never saw any place like this in the other game. Hello. And you're down. What's in the sack? Hey! Health poultice. What's over here? Nothing. Just a nothing. What are we supposed to do here? Okay then, we're here for the ransom.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
You won't see a sovereign until I see the girl.
Orc, show her. Hand over the gold. Now.
Send the girl first, then I give you the money.
Orc, send her over. The money. Now.
No, you die.
Defend yourselves, men.
Here they come.
As you said, shall be done. Begun. As you said, shall be done.
Stab, stab.
I shall do. No quarter shall be given. Shall be done.
Skull pumpers!
Free Eileen Bensley, who has now headed home. Her father may write to you again at Vigil's Keep. Let's head back to the keep first. Anything?
Right you are, Warden. We'll get these walls rebuilt for you.
Yeah, women are drawn to you when you play with that cat.
Like moths to a flame. Women like it when men show affection for small, fuzzy, defenseless beings. Like you.
Yeah, stupid mage. Every time I pull something out of my robes, the women just flee.
Commander,
Any messages?
just give me a moment.
Commander, I write to you with a full heart. My beloved Eileen speaks endlessly of your prowess and ample virtues. Please accept these sovereigns in gratitude for your assistance. Yay!
The men are still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Okay. Let's go to Amaranthine then. Hey, hi, Ever's to the west. Outside of Ferelden, the city of Amaranthine is now synonymous with the Arling herself, but before the Orlesian invasion, it was only a modest fishing village despite a deep port well suited to commerce. At that time, few other kingdoms had any need to trade with the Ferelden barbarians. The city changed rapidly when the Orlesians came. They built temporary docks to accommodate ships packed with chevaliers, and for a time, Amaranthine was the capital of occupied Ferelden. The band of Amaranthine became one of the wealthiest nobles in the kingdom, as goods like wool were leached from the city's swollen ports. During the liberation, the fleeing Orlesians looted the city but left it otherwise unscarred. She recovered quickly. Ironically, Amaranthine's current prosperity is the legacy of Orlesian occupation. Do not share that opinion with the locals, mind. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Bendine, Chantry Scholar. What do we got in here? In this old journal, an elf who lived in Amaranthine writes about the hardships of daily life and the unrealized hopes of his people.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
I can't believe the city guard isn't doing anything to help us.
The task is finished.
Chicken. Kitty.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too.
You really don't care for the Circle of Magi, do you?
I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me.
Was the Circle of Magi so bad?
The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end.
I can sympathize.
That's good. Why aren't you in charge of everything again? All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools.
With power comes responsibility.
Does it also come with suspicion, condemnation, and the loss of all personal freedom? Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all.
Spider-Man always said so.
Busy, go away.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something?
Are you the hunter who found an entrance to the deep roads?
Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Tell me what happened.
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
In the chasm?
Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
Who tried to build over it?
Well, people, I suppose. Maybe even the Darkspawn. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared.
Looks like you survived.
We got lucky. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Here's a sovereign.
A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
Okay, root out the Darkspawn threat in the Knotwood Hills. Colbert and Mika told you they encountered Darkspawn near a chasm in the Knotwood Hills. Find the chasm they discovered and eradicate the beasts.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
But I'm not in charge, unfortunately.
You let us in! The Darkspawn are coming!
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, you let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard!
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey.
Who gave this to you?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivain.
As in the Dark Wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumor. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
You're acting kind of weird since you're phasing in between double of yourself. Do you remember anything else about Sir Wolf?
No, sir. Again, my pardon. If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies...
You were handed a note that indicates the Dark Wolf will meet you by the fountain.
I hate waiting, not knowing what will happen.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Let's see what this guy's about over here.
What?
The guards. They won't let
What?
anyone into the city, but it's dangerous
You were
outside the
staring
walls.
at me, you man-skirt-wearing freak.
Oh, I thought you were being attacked by a wild animal. It was only your beard.
You think you're so clever, don't you? Sparkle fingers.
I see a crate back here. I'm gonna go check unless I already did. I'll take it. Shady character, what do you want?
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both.
I fail to see how working with you could benefit me.
There have been problems with trade, as I'm sure you're aware. However, my associates, through certain channels, are able to bring supplies into Amaranthine. There is some profit in this, and as the ruler of these lands, we believe you are entitled to a cut.
Smuggling? I should report you to the guards.
Ah, I was afraid you might say that. It is your duty to uphold law and order in your lands, after all. Good day, Warden Commander.
Wait, that was it? I was saying hypothetically.
As you say.
Oh, dang it. No, I messed up.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
I'm the one Commander of Vigil's Keep.
But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
Is there anything I can do?
We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Nice to see you guys enforce your laws, though. Is there something else?
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us.
What exactly is happening here?
With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
How do I find the smugglers?
There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Constable Aedan would like you to find out where the smuggler's hideout is. The smuggler in the marketplace undoubtedly knows. Was it that big trapdoor I just saw? I'm gonna go up here. Whoa. Not even a loading screen. Hello.
If anyone can get rid of the smugglers, it's the Grey Wardens.
Taking down smugglers' rings. That is what I do.
If anyone can get rid of the smugglers, it's the Grey Wardens.
Wow. Okay. Let's go back. Back to the start. Just to make sure I don't accidentally miss something. Keep up the good work. Ooh.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander. We're grateful.
If anyone can get rid of the smugglers, it's the Grey Wardens.
Is this it? I'm gonna assume it is. Okay. Okay, let's go in.
How's your wife?
Very
I don't have a...
sick. And we haven't been able to get her medicines. No one has any.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander.
Something up there.
Why can't the Darkspawn just die?
I don't know. Just...
I am done.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander. We're grateful.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere?
Probably. Why?
Well, yeah, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all.
Do you need healing herbs? We have those.
I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days, I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it.
Ugh. What did you touch this time?
I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink.
I've never heard of it causing a rash.
I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town. Ah, the stench of human depravity.
I was willing to look.
I hear Hubert's gang.
Whiskey is older than the maker and smoother than elven baby butt. Elven baby butt. Here, Ogren. Will this cheer you up?
That looks fine indeed.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
No! Something I can do for you, friend?
Did the Grey Warden named Kristoff come through here?
And who are you supposed to be that's asking?
I would be his commander.
Oh, welcome, my lord. Haven't seen that fellow Kristoff for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
Did you ever speak to him?
Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her.
I'd like the key to his room.
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
The innkeeper has given you the key to Kristoff's room. Search the room for clues to the Grey Warden's whereabouts.
What can I get for you, friend?
What do you have?
We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take back power.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
Nosy guards who watch.
I understand you spoke to Kristoff?
We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now.
Did he ever talk about what he was doing?
Said he was tracking some darkspawn. One particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right?
Where'd he go? Do you know?
No. He took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room.
Just how friendly were you two?
We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall.
Thanks for the
My
answers.
pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Sure. I'll do it. You just watch.
Thing in here? really need to get your strength up, Anders.
Nearing wall.
One Saturnalia long ago, a bevy of bards met in Amaranthine to determine whose songs best stirred emotion and whose stomach best digested foul brew. The first bard fell, mid-ballad, into his barley soup, the second into the lap of a lass most fair. Some say forfeiture was worth the price. The next could not keep his innards inside. One by one they succumbed to fatigue, boredom, or insobriety. At the end no man was left standing. There was only I, the lovely and fair Rosalind, master and mistress of the crown and lion, who proved that no man is mightier than the slightest of lasses. From the War of Lions by the bard Rosalind. Huh.
What now? It is over.
Okay, let's check
The
it
task
out.
is finished.
A box of mementos that once belonged to Kristoff.
I'm...
A private letter from Aura to Kristoff.
Done.
Dearest Kristoff, my sister and her babe are well. I shall leave Jader as soon as they're settled. Expect me at Vigil's Keep within the month. Ferelden is cold and wet, so make sure your socks are dry before you put them on. I know how it is with men. You can slay 1,000 darkspawn, but when it comes to clean clothes and dry socks, you're hopeless. I can't wait to see you. Love, Aura. Few in town have heard anything about Darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered Darkspawn in the Black Marshes. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. The man said their leader spoke, but all know Darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Surely he was mistaken about it following the Darkspawn. I shall leave for the Black Marsh in the morning. From the Journal of Kristoff, Grey Warden. This map of the Arling shows several locations, each crossed out except for a place called the... A map in Kristoff's room at the inn suggests he went to the Black Marsh, pursuing evidence of Darkspawn activity. Find Kristoff and determine what the Darkspawn are doing in the Black Marsh.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
We are the Blade Orphans of Amaranthine, poor children whose mothers and fathers have been killed by the Darkspawn. We are very cold in winter and need 50 silvers for clothes and food. Please help. Please put the money in the mug by the board. Thank you, good sirs.
That would be cheating.
The Blade Orphans of Amaranthine have asked for 50 silvers to buy food and clothing. Put the money in the mug next to the board.
Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
Win?
It figures, actually.
What does?
There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did.
That's a shame.
It truly is. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Calenhad. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly?
It's up to you to turn that around.
Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy.
What happened?
The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Indulge me. These events affect more than just mages.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage. But they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
That is troubling.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing. But keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
What's she doing in the Wending Wood?
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
Take care, Wynne. Wynne has asked that you tell her colleague Ines that the College of Magi is convening in Cumberland. Ines has been in the Wending Wood for several months, out of contact with the Circle. Why did I take a potted plant? A little plant in a lovely clay pot. Excuse me, Ogren. I'm trying to get the board.
Yes, Commander.
May the Maker smile on Amaranthine and her people. The Templars seek samples of wood from ancient Sylvans. They're close to discovering what twisted magic drives these creatures and how to defeat them. Sylvans have been sighted in the Wending Wood and may be the cause of the trouble along the trade routes. My brothers and sisters in the Maker. Cruel thugs are preying upon the men and women taking refuge outside the city walls, threatening these poor, desolate souls with violence unless they give over their money. Will no one come to their defense? The Templars of Amaranthine require the assistance of one experienced with dealing with mages. Please speak to Sir Rillian inside the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer. Please help. The Chantry supplies are running low. The sisters urgently require a donation of 5 injury kits. Maker turn his gaze on Amaranthine. Please help. The Chantry supplies are running low. The sisters urgently require a donation of 5 injury kits. Maker turn his gaze on Amaranthine. Please help. The Chantry supplies are running low. The sisters urgently require a donation of 5 injury kits. Maker turn his gaze on Amaranthine.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
I give you some injury kits. Doot 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 doot. The Templars want samples of ancient sylvan wood from the Wending Wood. The Chanter has offered a reward for these samples. Thugs are extorting money from people taking refuge outside the city's gates. Deal with them. The Templars need help in some matter. Speak to Sir Rylian in the Chantry. Okay. Let's go in then. I'll probably call it soon too, because since we've been going for over an hour and a half now. Jeez. There's so much to do. There's even more in here. Ugh. A soft wool scarf.
May I help you?
I read your posting on the Chanter's board.
I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them.
Why aren't you taking care? What do you need?
I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Oh, don't worry, Anders. Sir Rylian, a Templar, has asked you to hunt down 3 apostate mages. Search the city to find them.
Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all? Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all?
Insufficient skill? Oh yeah, I'm Ogren. Duh. I was gonna say, what do you mean? I have master lockpicking.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn.
You met a woman distraught over her husband's disappearance. She mentioned that he likes to drink at the inn, although she could not find him there.
We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer.
Playing vellum. The faithful travel great distances to see the birthplace of Andraste and Denerim, yet many make their pilgrimage longer still by visiting Amaranthine. After all, it was from the city's port that Mafarath and his army departed to invade the Tevinter Imperium, and the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer now stands on the site where Andraste first revealed the Chant of Light. This is why the road that joins Amaranthine to Denerim is known as the Pilgrim's Path, and why the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer is the wealthiest chantry in all of Ferelden. Wow. Hello. Fine leather binding surrounds crisp, wordless pages. Anders, you're scrawny. We need to buff you up. I should quit, but we could just pop over at the end. So much to do. Let's see, we got Suspicious Guard. Rich's path. Suspicious character. Let's stop at the inn first. Oh, what's this? You found a fragment of a note written by Alma's husband, apparently ripped up and discarded. He mentioned the catwalks high above the city.
Best watch yourself if you head out of town. Too many darkspawn about.
The Blight Orphans are very thankful for the kind donation of 50 silvers, but now we need money for pillows and blankets. 2 sovereigns will cover it. Also, we get very cold at night, and our nurse says a sip of brandy would warm us right up. Can someone get us a bottle of the inn's best brandy? Please put the stuff in the box. This noise is with what appears to be bacon grease. Hello, it is us, the Blight Orphans again. Did you know the Hubert's gang across town got their hands on a bunch of moonshine? Our nurse says that Hubert is a stupid, whoring bastard, and that us orphans will find a better use for the moonshine. She says using strong drink like that on our skin knees would stop the maggots from growing on them. Please give us the moonshine. Reverend Mother Liana is such a wise lady, and she's always telling us what to do because she's such a preachy lady. We would like to get her book so we can learn from it. It's called The Sermons of Justinian II, or something like that. Please, thanks, bye. The Blight Orphans would like to borrow Reverend Mother Liana's copy of the Sermons of Justinian II. The Blight Orphans believe they can put Hubert's moonshine to better use, relieve Hubert of the moonshine. The Blight Orphans have asked for a donation of 2 sovereigns to buy pillows and blankets, as well as a bottle of the inn's finest brandy. I need some brandy, please.
What can I get for you, friend?
There was something about the battlements. Ah, I said it, quit. No, I'll finish this one quest and then that's it. I promise.
If anyone...
What are we looking for exactly? You mentioned the
Get rid of the
catwalks.
smugglers, it's the Grey Wardens.
Wasn't that one?
You seem rather...
That's a strange place to store a pitchfork.
You're right. Can I interact with it?
Would you like something?
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation.
What was she talking about?
Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her.
To find a cache?
During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it.
But you're a Grey Warden now.
What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever.
If that's what you want.
It is. It really is. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Shall we get a move on?
Anders' old friend Nemea revealed that the Templars had moved the phylacteries for most mages in Ferelden, including Anders, to the city of Amaranthine.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
The Dark Wolf, I presume?
In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
Why would you want to help me?
You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
So you're doing this out of a sense of civic duty?
Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
I don't have that much.
Too rich for you? I will wait.
Phooey. How much do I have? 37. I should sell stuff. Hey, you.
Lizard eye. The heart.
Whoa, what? Go away!
Wait, get back here. The trio of apostate mages sought by Sir Aurelian Templar is now fewer in number, but not eliminated completely. Anders has learned this phylactery, a vial of his blood that allows the Templars to track him down, is currently stored in a warehouse in the city of Amaranthine. You agreed to help him recover it.
Templars.
bloody everywhere.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Lord
Templars,
Commander.
bloody everywhere. Templars, bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp. Templars, bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
Can I attack him already?
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
We have done well.
The trio of apostates sought by Sir Aedan is now fewer in number but not eliminated. Finish the job.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is.
Someone told me you could
Must
buy
keep
anything
calm,
in the
keep normal.
marketplace.
Yes,
They lied.
everything is
No
fine.
pickled nug anywhere.
Pickled nug?
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. He's so much better than that stuck-up Cousland boy that Father kept trying to set me up with.
I'm right here.
Oh, that was you, wasn't it? Awkward. And I'm sorry about your family. What my father did was terrible. Thank the Maker I'm finally away from his evil.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it.
You don't believe her?
I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much?
It's not your fault.
What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Delilah was content with her comment her husband and revealed that their father was exactly the tyrant everyone claimed. In time, Nathaniel came to terms with his sister's choices and his family's legacy. Stop him!
It is begun.
More the full thing! Great job!
They left hints to the whereabouts of their leader. Find and kill the mage's leader. I keep getting distracted.
Of my family, my wife, my son.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board?
What's the board for?
Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
I'm in desperate search for lost Orlesian silks. They left Denerim in a caravan bound for Amaranthine several weeks ago. I fear this caravan met the same fate as others before it. If you find the silks, please deliver them to Kendrick of the Merchants Guild. He'll see to a reward. I seek someone to brave the Wending Wood to locate ancient statues. Legend states that after Andraste's death, Mafarath erected statues in the Wending Wood in penance. The statues bear missing verses from the Canticle of Mafarath, which the Chantry includes amongst the dissonant verses. Since study of the dissonant verses is frowned upon, discretion is of the utmost importance. Please deliver charcoal rubbings of the inscriptions to the Merchants Guild representative named Kendrick. A reward will wait. Desperately seeking someone to travel to the village of Blackmarsh. I commissioned a sword from the village's master blacksmith and asked him to hide the delivery in a crate of ordinary goods. It has not arrived, and I am distraught. My grandmother's prized black pearl was set in the pommel, and I cannot afford to lose such an heirloom. If you go to the village, please inquire about the sword in person. Best regards, Sir Alvard of Amaranthine. The Merchants Guild has received word that a lethal Antivan poison is being sold in Amaranthine, smuggled into Amaranthine by unsavory characters. Constable Aedan has asked that the guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. The Merchants Guild, of course, has nothing to do with the importance of this poison, and is trying to our level best to cooperate with the guard. The guild will pay for each bottle of the Antivan poison turned into Kendrick. Please help keep this wicked substance out of the hands of our children. They promise to pay a reward to whoever gathers every bottle of... Okay. Caravan. Charcoal rubbings. Sword. Yoink. I really need to keep my stuff. I need money. 43. Oven mitts. Huh. Ooh, Howe family crest.
This is nice.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded.
You've located the warehouse. Ooh, pure iron. Okay, who's this guy?
Greetings, could I interest you in, Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
Huh? Smuggler.
Enemies
okay.
approaching, as you said.
You guys take care of him, I'll go after the smuggler. Dang it, where'd he go? You guys got this? Dang it. Lost him. Clamor charm.
What now?
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
Are you Mervis?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighboring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
And you suspect Darkspawn?
We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
I'll investigate it.
Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Mervis believes Darkspawn are disrupting trade routes in the Wending Wood. He asks you to intervene.
By the power in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices!
Stab, stab, stab.
Ah, this is
Anders. Strength. Killed the leader of the apostate mages, returned the chanter for your reward. Well, I'll give you something at least. Yeah, I said I'd stop.
Hey, you can't just barge in here.
Sorry.
Let's teach this fool a lesson.
Begun.
We can do this!
I shall do it.
Level up, Nathaniel. Causing a personal decoy that keeps enemies occupied for a short time while the actual person escapes in stealth. Cool. Hubert wasn't happy about your attempt to steal his moonshine, but you dealt with them. The Blight orphans are eagerly awaiting the delivery. Please give us moonshine. The name is probably figurative, but no one knows for sure. Here, Ogren.
That looks fine indeed.
Do 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 do.
Very well, as you say. It's begun. Very well.
Excuse me while I do my happy dance.
Hey, hey. Get back here.
My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
We don't have time right now, guys.
Nothing personal, just business.
Good time.
Shall be done.
Man, this guy's taking a while to kill. Come on, stop running. Another level up.
Nothing personal, just business. Nothing personal.
Get back here. More.
Come, let us end this. Very well.
You're gonna make us go around the entire city, aren't you?
Maintain.
Seriously.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Good for nothing lackwits. You let me be followed. Get rid of this fool.
By the Maker! Enough! Get off!
You guys okay back there?
I shall do it. Miss! We must fight. Let us do it quick. Begun. As you said.
We done now?
This one's mine! Never a dull moment!
What's updated? Smuggler escaped into an abandoned house that likely conceals an entrance to the hideout. Report back to Constable Aedan.
This is it! Very well. It's begun, as you say. It is begun, as you say. Shall be done. It is begun.
Say your name!
Yeesh. Took you long enough.
No, I cannot.
Okay, level up. Crow poison. Okay, we'll report to the constable, and I swear I'm gonna stop now.
Any luck with the smugglers?
There's an abandoned house that may lead to their den.
That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key.
I'll investigate.
If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
Constable Aedan has asked you to enter the smugglers' hideout and shut down their operation. Whoever the smugglers have set to guard the entrance to the abandoned house will likely have a key. I have 35. I need 50. But I said I'm going to stop, and I need to stop. We're going over 2 hours now. There we go. So, we explored Amaranthine. We got a whole bunch of other quests. So we'll probably stick around here, complete some, and then maybe head off somewhere else. Or maybe stop back at the keep. It depends. Until then, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.